Hi, welcome back to Assassin's Creed 3. I'm LewisLightning. So we're going to check out the emails here in the real world. Receive messages. Okay. I don't know when the last one is. Okay. It was somewhere here. Yeah, with this one too. Yeah, I've seen that. Okay, who thinks we should buy a few space heaters? Maybe a couple of jackets too. It's cold down here. Who's this from? Rebecca. I sort of figured that as we power the place up, it'd turn on the climate control system or something. Guess not. Maybe the first civies like it this way. All I know is I don't. So I'd really like to pick up some sort of heating solution next time we head out. Please. Bring a coat. How about that? Hastings, annoying. Absterber was definitely onto us. Most of our power sources I was tracking are gone. Guess they're rushing to snap them up now that they know what we're up to. We've got other cells scouting for us, running interference, trying to grab anything they can. It's just hard with our numbers and their resources. From my dad. Sean's continuing to search for additional power sources. I'm working to coordinate with other cells. Have them doing recon and watching for Sterl. Rebecca's been monitoring your sessions. I'm hoping to duplicate some of the recordings and send them to other cells for future research. Also hoping there's a way to bypass some of these memories, but synchronization seems to dictate your progress in chronological order. Hopefully someday we'll have a way to move through memories more quickly. It would certainly save us a lot of time in a situation like this. Why do you delay? If you do not retrieve the key in time, all the world will perish, and you with it. Yet you stop to talk or rest later when your work is done. If I seem aggressive, my words feel more imperative than request. It's because I fear that you will not succeed in time, then all of us are doomed. Same person again. Oh, God. My father was taken from me by human hands, a war they called it, for their freedom. They were not even meant to exist. You were not meant to exist. We conjured you, a mistake, an error that cost us the world. My father would sing to me as a child soft songs of hope and love, his voice forever stilled when your brutish ancestors took up axe and club, later turned our own works against us. We might have known what was to come and averted it, had you not dragged us into the war. This is your fault. So humans did this to them? You know, it's rather incredible the way your lunatic fringe, this is from Sean, tries to conjure the spirit of founding fathers to support the various causes, and by incredible I mean hilarious. They hold up slave-owning, sexist homophobes as if some sort of ideal to which one should aspire. Oh, in case you think I added that last bit for fun, as the sexism and slavery bits are already common knowledge, sodomy was a criminal offense in every one of the 13 colonies except for Georgia, and Thomas Jefferson, champion of personal liberty that he was, advocated for the castration of homosexuals. Lovely fellows, these founding fathers of yours, and now there's that new bit of madness with people asking for the removal of textbook references to the slave owning. And before you think to turn it back around and rightly point out barbarism was inspired by English law, last I checked, two stupids don't make us smart. I thought the whole point of the revolution was to break free of the old ways, and certainly doesn't recommend your founders as the sort of persons one should aspire to become, unless you aspire to become a manipulative bigot. I'm guessing he's a Templar, just because he's supporting what the Templars were doing back then. Unless you think I'm championing some sort of leftist agenda, I'll gladly shame the internet tough guys who celebrate the Treaty of Tripoli as well. Shame on them for thinking it shows anything other than something taken straight out of the first grader's guide to international relations. Its intent wasn't to prove America wasn't a Christian nation. They were saying they weren't going to reignite the Crusades. No, that would be delayed for a couple centuries. Now, I don't believe your founding fathers wanted to establish a theocracy, and they probably did intend for the country to be welcoming of all religions, but this isn't proof of that. I suppose the point I'm trying to make is that people might want to spend a little less time romanticizing and manipulating the past, fat chance that, and a bit more time focusing on how to improve the future, fatter chance still. I thought I'd say there isn't plenty to be learned from looking back, because there is. It's just that most of these lessons are wind up ignored or perverted these days, and best is disingenuous and unproductive at worst, and often it's rather dangerous. What a waste of time.
So, what's the latest?
I don't want to talk to you.
Interesting while you were exploring?
They were working on some weird stuff towards the end. Trying to engineer new bodies and store their minds inside computers.
Failure after failure. It must have been hard for them.
I worry about it too. I mean, they say there's something in here that'll help us, but what is it? Why is it locked up if it's exactly what we need?
I don't know. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe they wanted to make sure only you could reach it.
That's the other question. What makes me so special?
I guess we'll know
Nothing.
once we open the door.
Good. Yes, I can run away. Run far, Desmond. Do not come back to these people. They are boring as hell. This is probably the last door that opens right there. But let's see what's up the staircase. Gold rocks! Ooh, shit. Okay, I did not want to do that. He's gonna go over here. And up this way. Ooh, what's these walls? How come this one's so shittily preserved, despite the fact no one can get in, and the other ones from the other games were fine, or at least in much better condition than this?
A new world approached, one that was dark and cold. It would consume us, for we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice, not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love.
It was like the slaves you were manipulating before.
It changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
So he was in a machine, but he wasn't. I get it. Now, I don't know. That looks like the other way might have been right, but this looks right too. Although this does not look right. I'm supposed to jump? This is a staircase. I don't know where I am now.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter.
So they're stuck in these machines.
But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
She put herself in there to try to find a way. Yeah, lady, I have no idea where to go. I don't know where here is anymore. Guess I'm going around this way. Don't worry about me. So I guess this is the other panel. think. Yeah, there's a spot for it. So I found it. Now back into the Animus.
Look at that. I found a third power source.
Oh,
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
oh, if
Where?
it popped up, can you
There's a
confirm it
museum
then?
in Cairo with one on display.
Guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Something's going on.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter
Okay.
approaches. The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention.
Walking
The
in circles.
Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
So, homestead missions first, naval missions. You know I'm going to be doing all of them. So, just hold on. It's going to be a
Don't
couple
do
of
this, Connor.
Then what would you
collectibles,
propose
I
we
guess.
do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control?
non-mission
We are sworn
parts.
to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
Saved my life,
How
but
dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I
Many.
sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy
it's a box of
endings.
chocolates.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
Now I'm going to ride to find some homesteaders.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
Ha! And we're going to go to the homestead. Please don't load me somewhere else. I want to be on the homestead. I want to get these missions out of the way. Look at my walk. Eeh, my legs look so weak. What's going on in the wilderness? Go to New York now, and there's naval missions, but I'm going to try head back to the homestead. Yes, already back. I'll probably cut it right away as soon as I get in there, just because running out of time. Got about 5 minutes, so I'll cut it. Maybe I'll try get to near the mission and just hold it right there. But yeah, so cut it right away. There's one right here, so I'll just get over there real quick. Come on, horse. Dismount. Look, you can just jump down here, horsey. Stop being a bitch, horse. Just jump. It's snow. And I'll cross over here. Down, over, and up. Deep snow. Like, I don't really need a horse out here when I can fast travel. Is it the farmers or is this Norse? It's like Norse. Okay, so we'll cut it here. We'll be back with some more right away. Thanks. Bye.